I'm so happy to see you. Wow, big crowd. I think every chair is taken up, and this is amazing. And I hope this chat today with you is going to be helpful, at least.
Totally, totally. We have prepared some great questions, but I think it's also going to flow very naturally. Joelle, so happy to have you here today. So I'm Nezha Alaoui, I'm the CEO of Women Choice, and I'm all about women's empowerment. So having you today as a super strong figure in the beauty industry, but also understand your journey as a woman, I would like you to take us back into the beginning of your career and how you decided to go into the beauty industry.
So, if I'm going to take you all the way back, such a long story, but I didn't know I was going to enter into this field. Growing up, I wanted to be many things. One of them was a teacher. I think maybe now, as I'm getting older, I keep on trying to analyze my own personality. And I realize I always like to be a leader, perhaps from a young age. And that's probably why I wanted to be a teacher, because I always saw the teacher was the one that was leading the class. And I've always liked to benefit others, no matter what choice I took in my career. But after my grandmother died, that had a huge impact on my life. And I decided that I will leave university in what I was studying. And then I will just follow my passion. And my passion was makeup. My mom was a makeup artist already. She did special effects. It wasn't what I wanted, but she's always done the most glamorous makeup. And I used to watch her every week getting ready to go out. So, and I was always so mesmerized by the transformation. In the day, my mom was just a mom. She was cooking for us. She was a stay-at-home mom. And then suddenly at night, she's like the most gorgeous thing ever, like with her gorgeous hair and her makeup. And she's very tall and glamorous. And my dad was a singer. So I used to see this transformation every single day growing up. So when I decided that life is too short and I want to follow my passion, I was like, you know what? I don't want a long career. I don't care about money. I don't care about, being a head of a hotel, or this is what I was studying, hospitality management. My entire family was against, like, oh no, you're going to become a makeup artist, Laura. So then I borrowed money from my aunt, even though at the time I was married, and I just never felt like I could take money from my husband. Because since I was 14 years old, I've never taken a penny from my dad.
Yeah.
So I started babysitting at the age of 14, and I was just so happy to have money that was mine, that I can do anything with, I can just buy anything with, and that no one can control that. No one wanted to control that, but it was just like my spending, my money. I made that. I used to feel so proud going on, I remember on Saturdays, and like going shopping thinking, my God, I'm going to spend all this money. It was so good to earn money and to spend it. And this became an addiction for me. At the age of 17, I was teaching aerobics. And again, I was making so much money, much more than any other teenager my age. When I went to uni, before I gave up, I went to the head of the university and I said, give me the sports hall during the lunch break, and I will split with you any money I make from the entrance of the students that wanted to be in my classes, my aerobics classes. So back then, I guess I was thinking as an entrepreneur, but never noticed it, never realized it. This is just a personality trait, I feel. I always, if I want to do anything, even if I'm going to just stay at home, I need to be the best mom, the best wife. I have to do everything to the best that I can. That's just, I think it's my personality. So when I became a makeup artist, I was just dreaming to be like my teacher, the one that I did the course with. She was one of the first makeup artists from the BBC. She worked on a lot of TV series. She worked on many movies, video clips, and it was my dream to reach where she had reached. And then I remember working for 2 years, not making any money because I was gaining experience. So the school where I did the makeup artistry, they used to have an agency. And if anyone, like, for example, right now, if I want to test lenses and I don't have a big budget, I might call this agency and say, can you send me a makeup artist without paying anything? She will take the photos and she will give me her services. So I ended up working for 2 years with photographers, with models, on big shoots. And then one day I was lucky enough to work for Sony Records. And here is where I want to talk about attitude. Attitude during the workplace, in the workplace, is so important for growth because it's your attitude that makes other people want to continue to work with you. So maybe I was not the most incredible makeup artist. What really mattered is that I would arrive before my time. I would never complain if the shoot went overtime. I didn't the first thing say to them, "Oh, are you going to pay me for my overtime?" I felt so blessed to be working on a huge megastars. Even when I was sick, I never called in sick. And then when I came to Dubai 2004, I came with just one luggage and I came on holiday. And I thought, you know what? I would love to do this show called What Not to Wear. It's a BBC show. And it was about transformation. And I was so glued to that show. Back then, we didn't decide when we watched things. It was like the network. We had to be like sitting at home, let's say 7 p.m. Sunday, and glued to watch the next episode. I remember like never ever giving up any of the episodes. What I loved about this show was the way how the women were transformed. And that was to me just so incredible. Like, how incredible is that when you take a woman who's never knew what to buy in the shops, didn't look great, didn't look glamorous, but at the end, she was like a superstar. Yeah, they transformed her to something incredible.
Yes, I want to stop you here for a second because I want us to get into your TV show and your life in the TV. Everything that you say resonates so much with me as an entrepreneur, but I think with a lot of women here in the audience. The attitude that you talked about, and you're going to say it, I think you've always been successful because it's not about who you are today. It's you were successful 17 years old. You were successful 14 years old because you had the right attitude and you took yourself seriously. You knew how to invest in yourself as well when you went through that training and not making any money, going through the overtime. And I think this is a very important values to give and to share with the new generations and understand that it takes hard work to be successful. The second thing that you said is you've always been an entrepreneur. And I say that as well to women who want to leave the corporate world to launch their own brand. And I just tell them that being an entrepreneur, it's an attitude that you have explored earlier. You either have it or you don't have it. And it's learned to learn it later on in life, more with an opportunistic standpoint of I want to leave my day job to become this very successful entrepreneur. Tell us about
I
that.
suffered. I mean, during my job, I know you guys saw me, some of you, the ones that did watch me, 14 years weekly, I was on television. Do you think I didn't have a heartbreak during that time? Do you think I didn't have family problems during that time? Do you think I didn't have financial problems during that time? All of that I had to hide. All of that I had to not show you because all you, the audience, is interested in is to see this woman who looks glamorous every time, doesn't have a tear in her eye, doesn't have a sad face, is always smiling, and is always doing these amazing transformation for other women. And this is probably why 90% of my show, I used to cry at the end. I'm crying for so many reasons. I'm crying because I'm relieved, because I put my heart and soul and my blood and my sweat into each contestant, trying to make her be the best version of herself. I literally had a cockroach behind the makeup mirror where I used to do my makeup. And I wish I took a photo every week to show that cockroach, no one ever cleaned it. It's not like they run the red carpet for me at NBC. I had to drive by myself. I was pregnant during the first month, throwing up, going to the toilet, brushing my teeth, refixing my makeup. I actually never had a makeup artist that would do my makeup. I used to do my own makeup, not my own hair. I didn't know how to do my hair. I'm not going to lie. But it was a lot of sacrifice. And I never gave up that job. And even today, before coming here, you can go and check my story, by the way. Susu, the girl that did my makeup, she was one of my employees at Maison de Joelle. For years and years and years and years and years and years and years, she's been with me for 12 years. I used to say to her earlier on, when social media took off, I would say, Susu, your makeup is amazing. Invest time in doing the makeup transformations. Yes, she has 4 kids. Yes, she has a full-time job at Maison de Joelle, but she does 9 hours. I used to do at least 14 hours, sometimes 19 hours. Believe it or not, 19 hours. In Beauty Match, I used to film 5 episodes a day. I had to change my outfit 5 times in one day, in 24 hours. Change my outfits, look fresh at 4 in the morning till 7 in the morning without any sleep from the day before. What I want to say, you want success is not going to come easy to anyone. And if you believe anybody who's successful, just go watch the documentary of Jennifer Lopez. Oh my God, I watched it last night on the plane. But this is something that actually, it's like I record every documentary of every single, whether it's a celebrity or a boxer or any entrepreneur or anyone who's successful. I love to watch documentaries to see how hard their life is.
Yeah.
So we all think Jennifer Lopez, oh my God, she has it all easy. But she has so many demons inside of her. And yesterday watching it, I was like, oh my God, I have the same demons. The demon that makes me work 16 hours. The demon that makes me come up with another brand and another brand and another brand because I want people to clap for me. And why is that important? I say to myself, like, why is it important for me to keep on proving myself? Why can't I say, okay, I've done it, but I feel I haven't done it? And that's what an entrepreneur has to have, that attitude.
They never sit on their success. I mean, they thrive to get to the milestone of the success, but the minute it's there, you get out from this stage and then you feel like, okay, what's next? What do I have to do next?
Not even what's next. Everything you produce, you need to continue.
Yeah.
Like, you don't want to be this. Let's talk about Jennifer Lopez. She can't be this superstar that, won so many Emmys, and she is the J-Lo that we love, but suddenly she's disappeared. Even the biggest stars, they can just disappear. And it's like, oh my God, do you remember? Do you remember so-and-so? So for them, as they get older, it gets harder because they don't want to be forgotten. They don't want to be like, oh, a one-time success, oh, a two-time success. But it's the same. It's just that I think when someone wants to be successful, it's a nice thing, but it's a burden at the same time because it doesn't allow you to enjoy your life fully. And sometimes I envy people that are just satisfied with a job. I don't sleep right anymore. Since I opened my first business, Maison de Joelle, I've never slept right anymore. I have forgotten the old Joelle.
Yeah. So tell us about Maison de Joelle.
So Maison de Joelle, I opened it because people asking me everywhere I went from 2004, 2005, 2006, after my show was on TV. And let's not forget, yes, today I have almost 22 million on social media, but I think that's just not even a big number because my audience was 120 million. So we were seen in America, the Arabs in America, through NBC One, Australia, Canada, New Zealand, the entire Middle East, North Africa. So yeah, it was seen everywhere.
Yeah, and at a moment where TV was the main content place, that
any entertainment, it was just TV or cinema.
Yes.
So the audience was massive. So if I would go anywhere, let's say I will go to the mall or to the cinema, restaurant, I would have women coming up to me and just telling me how they felt about the show, what they liked, what they want more of. And one thing they would always ask me, Joelle, where is your salon? And I'm like, oh, I don't have a salon. So this was like a daily question. Joelle, where's your salon? I want to go to your salon. I said, oh, I don't have a salon. That's not my salon. Then I realized, my God, wake up, girl. Like, you need to have a salon. And at the same time, I had a lot of investors. So that would come with different proposals. I remember there were many where there were men that would come. They want to open a salon for their wife. And I'm like, that's just not going to work because I can't be with someone else that has never worked in her life. Not that she can't work. She should be given an opportunity. But actually, we're not going to match. It's going to be maybe war, or it's going to be we don't see eye to eye. You cannot start a business like that. So another thing, when you want to start a business with a partner, you just need to make sure that you're choosing the right partner. And sometimes even when you think you've chosen the right partner, it's not the right partner. So Maison de Joelle was born in 2008.
Yes.
I suspend every hour of my time outside of doing the show at Maison de Joelle. Literally, I chose the floor tiles, the wallpaper, the ceiling, the lights, the mirrors, the chairs, the backwash, the uniforms, the business cards, the branding. I sat with every retailer to bring in L'Oreal or Kerastase. So I did it all myself, literally.
How do you like the experience of the customers that come to be different from any other salons, knowing that you are passionate about the beauty industry, you've had your show, you're passionate about that transformation. So it's not just any investor that launches for the money part of it.
Yeah,
How do you want this Maison Joelle to be recognized different?
Yeah, the pressure was hard because people expected to get the same result as what they saw on TV.
Yeah.
So let's say if a woman would just change her hair color, I should get a blow dry. She wants to be the superstar that I was showing on television, but not knowing that that woman on TV, we did so much for her to go through this big transformation. That's one. The hardest thing for me was employing people and giving them my mindset, how I want to treat my clients, how I cherish the experience that when someone comes through my door, they have to be treated like a queen. She deserves to be treated like a queen. If she's right, she's wrong, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
I remember I had to let go someone that was a superstar in my salon. She was a tattoo artist because she kept on telling me that the client is lying. I said, it doesn't matter. Swallow it. Accept it. It doesn't matter. The client is always right. Always, always right. We have to make sure that she feels good because one bad reputation, like wildfire, and trust me, you cannot come back from that. It's going to take you, it will damage you for years for you to bring back a reputation. So for me, the most important thing till today is my reputation. No matter what I do, whether I make money from it or not. And I want to mention something. With Joelle Paris, when I was in Maldives now, I had to show everybody that I never go without my products. I make everything for me. I imagine that I'm the client. What do I want? What's the quality that I want? What's the price tag that I want? And this is how I approach my business. I put myself as the consumer. So with Joelle Paris, it took me 7 years. I don't know how many people are willing to travel to Qatar, Kuwait, Bahrain, Oman, Amman, with doing their TV show, which used to take me 5 days. So I would do this during the weekend, not see my little daughter grow up. So many birthdays I missed. This birthday I missed, I was also working.
Yeah.
And like I'll be at the hotel room, tears flowing down my face. And people on social media writing to me, "Niyalik sho abalik." I used to hate that. Like, oh, you're so lucky.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you don't know the suffering I'm going through. Actually, you're lucky. You're lucky you have time to just browse social media. You're lucky you don't have the stress that I have. You're lucky you don't have a brand that is not selling like I wanted it to sell. But I have to work so hard because I don't turn my back on things. Even right now on the war. Okay, that's going to be very brief. I do not turn my back on anything that I support. Not a day will go by without me showing my full support. So to me, everything becomes personal.
Yes. So where is the work-life balance in the middle of all that? Knowing that you are the brand and you cannot allow yourself to just work 8 hours a day and then go home. You also put a lot of pressure on you to be the most amazing mom, wife. And how much do you integrate your kids in the business? Growing up, did they come with you to the salon? Did they come with you on shows? Tell me about that.
Yeah, no. I mean, I remember my son, my eldest son, who's now 23. He's turning 23 in December. He used to never like to watch me on TV. And also, I don't like to watch myself, which was perfect. Till now, there are many, many interviews that I will not watch. A podcast, everything I will not watch. It's very hard for me because I'm so natural. I just don't want to see me in that position. It's like I say what I need to say without holding anything back. And sometimes that's hard for me to see myself and with the passion that I have. My son used to never like to see me on TV because he wanted to see me just as his mom. And I just want to say something. When I'm at home and I'm not working, I don't put any makeup. I don't put my extensions in. Even today, I showed them my nails. If I wasn't coming here, my nails, look, I bite my nails. I didn't have time to do extensions. And because I was coming here, I had someone, Susu do my makeup and someone do my nails. So it's like my priority is not me. So priority is my kids and work. And that's why I keep on saying that I wish I can turn my head around and care less about my business and care less about my clients and just take care of myself more, like spend more time on me time, like go to the gym, go and have lunch with friends. This is something I never, ever, ever do. go and have coffee in the morning with someone and just sit and chat and do this, or have time to read. I took 2 books with me to the Maldives. I didn't even read the cover of any of the books, because whilst I'm there, of course, I'm promoting, I'm editing, I'm posting, and that takes me at least 2-3 hours every day. And the rest of the time, I'm there to spend time with my son.
So yes, no, Joelle, thank you so much for sharing the struggle and the challenge part of a successful life, because I think a lot of people don't know it, and they think they don't realize when they embark in that journey of launching their own brand, why are they so much struggling? And when they look at successful women like you from far, they think that it's easier for you. And I think it's very important to tell this professional here that the struggle is for everyone, and you've had it. What do you have?
Can I just add something? I mean, this is how crazy it gets. I did my operation for my meniscus for both my knees at the same time, and I didn't even think like how much of a struggle was going to be, because when you do your meniscus, one is you cannot bend your knees anymore because there's so much swelling. Like your knees are like half watermelons, the swelling. So your knees are at this level. They don't stretch straight and they don't go down. So you can't get up. Imagine, to get up, we need to put our feet behind our knees to get up. I couldn't even bend my knees more than this. Imagine the first day I came back from hospital. I swear on my 3 children's life, I had someone from my employees on my bed. We're still trying to finish work. Like, this is the pressure that an entrepreneur has, especially if you have more than one brand, especially that you're not just doing it for fun. You're doing it, you are committed to it, and it's just not a joke. I've had so many times where I would finish my TV show at midnight, and I swear to God, I have my employees, some of them here with me, and I'm so lucky to have such dedicated people that work with me, because I cannot work with anyone that doesn't have the same passion. But I think what happens, because it's not possible also that I keep on choosing the people that have passion, but I think when they see their boss working so hard, caring so much, they start to care about the company as if it's their own. And I see it in them. He's the doob. Mesa is for her. And I love that. And I like to empower them like that. And I like their passion. And I like that sometimes even at the weekend, they answer me. In the middle of the night, they answer me. And I say to them, listen, I'm going to send sometimes a WhatsApp at 1 in the morning. You don't need to answer me, but just when you see it, answer me. I'm not dictator like that. But they answer sometimes at 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, at the weekend. So it's also so important. Don't think that you can hire people and you can just go and stay on the beach during the week and then they will do the hard work for you. You don't care. Your employees are not going to care either.
Thank you. I want to ask you the question of, where do you find that energy as well to keep going on? And I think the passion, it's when you choose something that passionates you, it gives you the energy to continue.
Of course, money is great to buy beautiful things, but it was never about the money. And once I read something and it said, you can never become a successful business person if your number one aim is money, because then you are too worried to use it. You are too worried to invest in yourself. And again, yesterday, I found so many things that are so relatable with Jennifer Lopez. She invested from her own money, 30 million, that she put into something that no one else wanted to invest. So she came up with this idea, this mini movie that she wanted to do. And someone said to her, okay, we're going to invest. And then they pulled out. Instead of thinking, okay, fine, the project didn't work, she took from her own money and invested. Let me tell you something. Every single thing I've done till today is from my own money. So I started with the first salon, second salon, third, fourth, fifth, clinic, my own money, clinic 2, Joelle Paris, not just with my own money. With Joelle Paris, I had a partner, but what I gave to Joelle Paris over 7 years, didn't have one check from my partner. Not one check, because we were not making ends meet. But we kept on continuing because it was success that I'm after. Success is my money. That's how I get paid. So when you see something new that I show you, whether it's when I launched Eye Candy, you don't realize it has taken me 2 years of working day and night, day and night, day and night to make sure that the branding is right. Why did I come up with eye candy? Did I see a flaw in the market? Yes, I did. Do I want better quality lenses? Yes, I do. Do I want something that looks good in Sephora? Yes, I do, because most lenses boxes are like Panadol boxes. But why? It's a beauty thing. So most makeup artists or most women that love to wear makeup, they also love lenses. So it goes hand in hand. And it was funny. After I came up with the first line, all the other brands started to change the way they packaged their lenses. And that to me is priceless.
So you've been in Dubai for 20 years and in the beauty industry. How did you see that evolve? How did you see the trends evolve, but also the beauty industry in its whole?
I love Dubai 2004 as well, as much as I love it now. I used to call it like the Caribbean, but much more advanced. It was like the streets were empty. It was just, the beaches were so beautiful. There was zero stress, no speed tickets, no meters. All the valets were for free. It was just like such a gorgeous country. And at the same time, it gave so much opportunity. But the beauty industry was so behind. Oh my goodness, it was so behind. I remember a lot of the magazines that now they're not in business anymore. They used to have an editor-in-chief that were men that knew zero about what women wanted. They knew zero about makeup and style. They knew zero about fashion. And I remember I used to, this is another story of, it's not greed, but I don't know why I can't just sit and relax in my spare time. Maybe I have some ADHD. I have something. I need to be checked out by some doctor because whilst doing my show, I also wanted to do my show in magazines. You see, whenever I see there's something wrong, I feel like I want to add something to it to make it better. And I used to go to all the magazines, all the Arab magazines. I'm not going to name them now. And to show them what I can do for them. And what I wanted was what social media is doing now, showing a before and doing the step by step, like concealer, foundation, powder, blusher, eyeshadow, eyeliner, and then to show how gorgeous someone can be transformed just through makeup artistry. I remember one of the biggest Arab magazines. When I went and I was showing them my project, he said, "Oh, would you take over the 35 beauty pages?" I'm like, "No, I can't take that. But I want to do this page. But you need to pay me for it. It's my time." Yes, I have passion, but it's not my magazine. And they didn't have a budget. And I never ended up doing that. But I did it for Haya magazine. And I did that for 2 years for free because at the end, I felt like as part of MBC Group, I was employed there. I wanted to show my passion for the group and my appreciation for what they gave me. They gave me an incredible platform that I was showing off what I can do with women.
So you've seen the beauty industry change and evolve
Drastically.
My question is, what's next for you? What's next for Joelle Mardinian in the next 5 years? Do you have
I hope there's nothing next. For my sanity, I hope there's nothing next. I was walking past here and I saw this brand here. They do hair dyes. And I'm like, you know what? Maybe I should come up with a hair dye. No one colored their hair more than me. I was blue, I was purple, I was pink, I was red, I did black, I did it all. But then I was like, Joelle, just shut up. Keep on walking. Stop. Stop with these insane ideas. But anyhow, like all of my businesses are about women. They're all about making women feel better. It's the biggest offense to me, if you think that any of my businesses, whether it's Maison de Joelle or especially Clinica Joelle, is something that is shallow. There's nothing shallow about plastic surgery because everything to the extreme is dangerous. If we are over healthy, there was one influencer, she died because she was only living on fruits and vegetables. She died from malnutrition. So if you are so scared about what you eat, you can end up with bulimia, you can end up with anorexia, and that's not healthy. If you are overindulging with food, you can become obese, and that has complications. Again, if you are addicted to surgery, then you need help. You need psychiatric help. And these are the clients that we don't accept to take at Clinica Joelle. But please do not insult me by telling me that if a woman or any woman, do not judge. Do not judge. This is the most important thing. I wish in this world we can just not judge. Be supporters. We need to support each other. I'm not like any of you. You're not like me. We are so different. We cannot tell what's inside each person, what hurt them when they were young, what hurt them when they were a teenager, what affected them growing up. You cannot tell someone, oh, love yourself. Yes, it's great if someone can, but let's say if I had droopy boobs, I'm not going to love that. Not only I'm not going to love that, I'm not going to be able to ever take my clothes in front of my husband. I'm not going to have a good relationship with my husband. I'm going to have anger inside that I'm living with every single day of my life. That's going to affect the way I am with my children. That's going to affect the way I feel when I go to work. I'm going to feel like, oh, someone looking at me. Can you tell under the clothes? So today, plastic surgery, if it's done right with the right doctor, not just the extreme stuff, there's so much that we can do that actually delays the age, it delays aging. Yes. There's a lot of boosters, a lot of things that are very natural, but they are injectable under the skin. They will not change the way we look for the people that do not like to change the way they look, but it just makes you feel better for longer. So someone said to me not long ago, she was actually a student from one of the universities. And she said, I felt she was judging me, about Clinica and what I stood for. And I'm like, listen, all of my life, 14 years, 400 women and some men, what I saw when I did the transformation was something a psychiatrist cannot do in 10 years. So do not come and preach or tell me that what I'm doing is not helping women. When you have a woman that comes and says, oh, if I don't change the way I look, my husband is going to have a second wife. Or she would come and say, my husband's going to divorce me. I had a woman tell me, my kids are so embarrassed by me that they will not let me get out of the car because they say, Mom, just stay in the car, because she was heavy. I had teenage girls that were going to university and were so petrified, terrified, because they've just worn children's clothes all of their life. And then they see the pressure of other girls. They know how to wear their makeup. They know what to wear, what suits them. You think that's not empowering when you change someone and you make them, at the beginning of the show, she tells me, I'm broken and all I see were tears, tears, tears. At the end of the show, she's standing. I'm like, okay, now you can look in the mirror. And she goes, oh my God, I'm a queen. Oh my God, I'm a superstar. Oh my God, I'm like a supermodel. And they're just like, they're so focused. They're staring at themselves. They're just admiring themselves. I mean, let's just not judge. Let's just support each other. Let's be kind to each other.
Thank you. It's very interesting because we talk about the importance of beauty inside and outside. And by the way, the best compliment you can make to someone is that you're beautiful inside out.
Yeah.
So the outer part has its importance, and that's what you work on bringing to women. And so what do you have to say to the women from the next generation that are here, that are exposed to all these trends? I mean, we live longer today. I mean, 100 years ago or 200 years ago, we used to die at 30, 40. Today, we have the chance to live much longer. And whether plastic surgery or the beauty industry is giving us as women as well that further confidence to keep aging gracefully.
I think, yes, there are a lot of now solutions. So at Clinica Joelle, we have 90% are solutions to keep on looking great, looking like you are now. So if you start any treatment today, for the next 10 years, you might not change. You're going to look so amazing for 10 years. You might look a little bit better because the treatments you're doing, they're going to help with the elasticity, with the glow of your skin. The machines for the body going to keep your skin looking tight. They're going to encourage collagen. They're going to encourage your own body creating great things. Now, each person is different. I do not want to be like Brigitte Bardot. Oh my God, I love Brigitte Bardot. I think to me, she's the most beautiful woman ever. After her is Kate Moss. They have the same look. They used to say that Kate Moss looks like Brigitte Bardot. I love that look. I'm a makeup artist. I like bones. I like bone structure. I I love glamour. But Brigitte Bardot, she's living the life that she likes to live. I can't judge that. A lot of people say, oh my God, can you see what she looks like now? Of course, she's getting older. Who's going to escape getting older? We need to be thankful God is giving us years. Some people say, like at birthdays, oh my God, it's my birthday. I'm going to be turning whatever. I was like, say thank God. God has given you one more day, one more year to live and to enjoy life, to be next to your kid. Don't moan about growing 1 year older. But what you can do if you're worried about wrinkles, there are solutions. If you're worried about gray hair, there are salons. Some women are so comfortable with gray hair. We have someone here at the front. She looks gorgeous. So we have people that embrace, but they're happy with that and they look great and it looks great on them. And they wear gray hair with so much style. There are a lot, by the way, on social media that I follow that look incredible. Women, she's like, oh, I'm 62, I'm whatever, but she looks like 38. She looks like even 30. Anyhow, all I want to say, live the life you want to live. I'm just here. I love to be the messenger. I feel like I'm always the messenger. I promote things that I have no business in. I promote vitamins. Even now in the Maldives, I was showing people what I take with me. I take about 7 vitamins a day. I give my son and my daughter and my older son fish oil. I talk about that nonstop. So I talk about everything that I find makes me be who I am. You know, the way that I think, the way what we do at home. I don't keep secrets. I'm all about, okay, let me tell you. If you go and eat somewhere great, what will you do? You come back, you tell your neighbors, your friends, oh my God, I had this Iranian food. It's amazing. You have to go and eat there. Oh my God, I had this Italian. It's the best Italian. But why is it that when we find an amazing product, we just don't want to tell anyone about it? Or when we find a great doctor, a great clinic, or a great salon, we just don't talk to anyone as we want to keep that to ourselves. That's something is part of also my business where I love to just encourage, just share and encourage.
Generosity. I totally agree with you. I think, yes, content creators, they step out of just finding those great finds, whether vitamins, restaurants, like fashion, whatsoever, and they want to share with others. And often they can be judged as well for sharing. They're being judged by the ones that
always those that people always think that I'm being endorsed. That hurts so much. It hurts me the most because I have my brands to protect. So I will never endorse something I don't believe in. Can you imagine? Yes, maybe someone that only has money coming in through social media, they might, because it's the only source of money. But when you have someone who's a celebrity, who's a singer, they will never really make that mistake of endorsing something just for the money. They have money. They will only endorse a brand that they believe in. Well, I hope so. This is what I do. When I endorse, sometimes it's for money, especially big brands that can afford it. Why should I endorse for free? Many times, 90% of what I endorse is for free. It's because I want to give my fans great information. I want to be generous with the information that I give.
So, Joelle, everyone who hasn't followed you yet can follow you on your Instagram, Joelle Mardinian, and they can visit the clinic. They can visit Maison Joelle as well for any form of transformations. I want to open the floor to
questions. Have a booth here. We have a booth here for eye candy. So you can come and visit us here at Beautyworld. We're in Gate 4. So we have an eye candy booth. It's gorgeous. You can see the 3 lines. So the first line is finished. There's no more. But I still wanted to display it because I'm so proud of it. They're all babies for me. So we have the second line, the wild, and the jet setter line. So please visit us on our booth for eye candy.
Thank you. So I would like to open the floor to questions. Yes, I'm sure we're going to have many of them.
Hi, my name is Majd. I came all the way from Paris here to see you.
Thank you.
Currently, I'm just going to tell you a little bit brief about myself. Currently, I work as a chief and editor in TV, as a journalist, but I also work as an international health and beauty category manager for an exporting company in France. I just wanted to say thank you. I don't have any questions, but I want to say thank you to the role model who broke the taboo, who said the weird thing, whom I grow up as a teenager watching her, because I used to have a lot of things that I'm not so comfortable with. But I saw her on the TV saying that we do have body hair, we do lose hair, and we do wear push-up bras, and it's fine. It's okay. If it's making us feeling more comfortable, then it's totally fine. And the most important thing that I've ever learned from your show is that you used to ask a question at the end of the transformation. You used to ask the participant, you used to literally say, are you satisfied? Do you feel happy with what you see? And this is exactly what rings always in my head. Am I satisfied? Do I feel happy when I look into the mirror? And this is literally the motto that I live by today. And it's like literally making me feel comfortable, happy within myself and within my skin. I don't need to fit for the standards of the society. I only fit in my eye, and I am the candy of my eye. Thank you, Joelle.
You see, what does money mean? We spend money like I can just blow money right now on something stupid. This is worth the world to me. Thank you so much. Your words, like really right now, like I'm flying. I have wings, but you don't see them. You've made me fly yearly.
To cry every single episode. I was like nearly 13 or 14 when I used to watch your show, but I used to feel it inside me. Like, I'm not so comfortable. I'm not so happy within me. I did not change my look. I did not do any surgeries.
You know, I just want to say I shaved my face once because I used to feel so embarrassed and never was able to tell my husband that I shaved my face. And, you know, I just want to say something. Growing up, I had so many insecurities, so many. And people, what I hated when someone looks at me on the outside and they think that I think I'm beautiful or that I have a lot of confidence. I've always said I fake it. I fake it for my work. I fake it when I go on television. I'm so uncomfortable. Before coming up here, I was so ashamed to go on stage. But once I start talking, I become me. So I don't become this outer person that you're just looking at. So then I become the words. I don't become the physical person. So I disappear. My body disappears. It doesn't matter anymore. So it's my words that count. So what I want to say is that I was so embarrassed. I couldn't admit to anybody that I was shaving my face. I had hair on my face after I got pregnant with my first son. And then I remember once watching Shrek. And Fiona, she was shaving her face and everybody in the cinema laughed. And I'm like, oh, sugar, that's me. Like I shaved my face. But then to empower myself, to feel less ashamed of that, I came out and said to my husband one day, I said, you know, I have hair. Do you never ever feel that? I shave my face. He's like, really? Like you mean just one or two? I said, no, not just one or two. I shave my face. Then after that, the next step was to say it in front of the millions on social media. And I shaved my face. And after that, I feel so free. What made me feel so embarrassed didn't exist anymore. So now you've just reminded me about the hair part because I was like a walking gorilla. You know, before I did laser, literally no one would believe I had as much hair as my husband. Yeah. And it makes me so angry, the hair growing up when I was young because I'm so feminine. I've always loved, you know, skirts and dresses like some girls do, you know, makeup and gloss. But the hair part was like, what is that? Especially I went to the UK. I was 13. The boys don't get hair till they're 21. I was more hairy than all the boys in my school. But I just want to say, if we keep our insecurities inside, we're holding on to them. We're giving them value. We're giving them space to live and to grow inside of us. But the moment we speak it out, we kick it out, it just doesn't mean anything anymore. I was like, oh my God, all my life, I worried about being so hairy and never telling my husband. And the whole cinema laughed about Fiona shaving her hair. But when I did that, you can't believe the social media people. Thank you, Joelle. I shaved my face. Thank you, Joelle. You know, I shaved so-and-so. And it's like, it just became normal. And I forgot all about it. But thank you for your words. I love you.
Yes, thank you so much for coming all the way to meet Joelle here and sharing this. We're going to go for...
Hi, my name is Rada Haddad. Hi, Nezha, how are you? I don't have any questions for you, Joelle. I've been following you for a long time. I just want to say thank you because you supported me with my book years ago, and you've supported everyone, and especially women. So I just want to say a big, big thank you, and I would be I'm always grateful for your support.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you. This is what I want to add to that. A long time ago, there was an event that was done by the Dubai government for social media. And I'm not going to name the names, but I had 3 and I was the moderator. And I had 3 big, massive influencers. And what I said is not fair because also, I'm a celebrity and I'm an influencer on social media. So whatever I ask them, I will answer as well. Because it's not like, oh, I want to put you on the spot. So I will answer the same question. So I said, one question: who do you decide to take money from when you promote? And who do you insist on paying you? And I swear to God, I know I'm saying I swear to God because I do swear to God, that the three of them said, if it's a big brand, that they will not take money from, because the privilege of being chosen by this big brand, that they will travel for free, they will post for this brand. I listened to them all. And they said, but if it's like a burger place, we charge. Then it was my turn. And I said, I was invited through MVC at the time to go to the house, the palace actually, of Ralph Lauren. And I turned it down. I'm like, I'd rather stay with my kids. If I was going to waste 2 days on travel, doing the shoot, traveling back, usually it takes more than 2 days, I would rather sit in my bed with a big bowl of popcorn with my kids, watching Nemo, watching whatever they want. That time is so valuable to me than to go and promote a big brand that can afford to pay me. My platform, I'm working so hard. It takes hours of my time. When my kids go to sleep, I sit until my eyes are closing, editing, posting, trying to inspire. Working is work. I understand when influencers, they say that's a job. Yeah, it is. A lot of them take it very seriously, and it is a job. So I said, no, I post for every single person that cannot afford me. But the brands that can afford me, they have to pay. So my vision was very different to the rest. So I'm happy that I supported your book. Love you too.
I'm so glad to be here today, that I had a chance to see you actually, and you are my inspiration actually. I was a housewife and I became a makeup artist because of you, because that was my yeah, and I learned from you that it's never too late for the success, and I wish and I hope I can do your makeup one day.
I would love that.
Yeah, seriously, you are an icon, and your story is like a big inspiration for many, many, many girls that I know. So I'm so happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. I just want to say it's nice to feel when you do anything that it's a team, because right now I have something called Maquillage Joelle. It means make up Joelle, like make me up, make up Joelle. And I'm reaching out to all the local makeup artists, and I just give them my face as a canvas. And I'm like, okay, you can do whatever you want. It's your time. I'm your canvas, your style. Do on me whatever you like. Even show me what transition you want. You want me without makeup, you want me with makeup, you want me whatever. I'm all yours. And I feel so happy when I do that, because the excitement that I see, it's just so nice. It can't be all office work and things that are just about me, my brands, my brands, my brands. That doesn't make you feel good. But when you do something for others, oh my God, you feel so good.
Joelle, thank you so much for
Thank you.
having that energy, that generosity that you shared with us here. And thank you all for coming and having that testimony of this woman is a trailblazer. And thank you for the job that you do in empowering women.
Thank you so much, everybody. I hope you enjoyed my talk. Thank you.